So the big question is this: how do investors like us who trade options and manage our own money generate income regardless of where the stock market goes, and do it all in a way that lets us make time for the people and things we love, and yet still build wealth and remain profitable? That's the question, and this podcast will give you the answer. I'm your host, Kirk Duplessis, and you're listening to The Daily Call from Option Alpha. Hey everyone, this is Kirk here again at optionalpha.com, and welcome back to The Daily Call. Today, we are going to be answering the question, what are LEAP options? Yes, L-E-A-P options. So very quickly, LEAP options are commonly referred to as long-term equity anticipation securities. I know that's a mouthful. I know that's a lot, but that's basically what they are. They are option contract with expiration dates that are usually longer than 1 year. And so they're a lure for many investors. And the reason why a lot of people start trading LEAPs is probably a couple things. One, it's the ability to get long-term exposure into an underlying with very minimal capital actually outlaid from your account. So for example, if you wanted to buy the S&P 500 or the ticker symbol SPY, which is the ETF that basically trades that, you could buy the SPY, but right now it's trading about 260-ish based on the time I'm recording this podcast. So you have to outlay that much capital times 100 contracts. And so it costs a lot of money to buy the S&P and then hold it for 2 years or hold it for a year. So what you could do instead is you could use an option contract to facilitate the same basic exposure to long S&P by using a LEAP option. And so you could use a contract that's dated a year or 2 years out from today's date and get exposure to the S&P 500 and the broad market with only a fraction of the actual investment that would be required to purchase 100 shares of SPY. So it's probably one of the biggest reasons why people like LEAP options. And undoubtedly, if you are going to take a long-term position in an underlying, I think a LEAP option is a great way to go about it. I think it's a very efficient way to use capital and not tie up a lot of your money. And in fact, using LEAP options and then selling closer in covered calls against that and doing basically a synthetic covered call, I think is a great alternative to just outright buying stock. Another reason why people like to use LEAP options is because the longer maturity and the longer time frame leads to generally a little bit less fluctuation in the price. Now you're going to pay a little bit more for this, right? So you can't get any free lunch in the market. You pay a little bit more for these LEAP option contracts because they're so far out in time and have the potential to make a lot of money. But the fluctuation in price is very, very minimal. You're not going to get basically any time decay on those contracts until you get much closer in to expiration. You're going to have some impact on volatility, obviously, on those contracts, and the movement of the underlying will impact the LEAP contracts as well. But as far as the volatility decay factor, it's going to be very, very, very small on these LEAP options because they're so far out in time. Now, the key thing to remember is, of course, they do expire. So there is a point at which you start to have to make decisions about holding those contracts or getting rid of those contracts and taking profits or, realizing losses, however the underlying security moved. Because as you get closer and closer to expiration, those contracts are going to start to decay and lose some of their extrinsic value that have been really kind of baked into the meat of the contract from day one. So you do have to really pick and choose kind of your entry points and your timelines with LEAP options a little bit more than you would with more of a traditional closer in contract. Something that we often say is, maybe a good starting point, at least for analysis when you do LEAP options. If you're going to buy a long call option, long call LEAP, is maybe start looking around a delta of say 80. Now, in this case, a delta of 80 means that if the stock rises by $1, you're going to participate in about 80% of that rise or 80 cents of that rise. So it replicates about 80 shares of stock. That's the ideal number. Now, that delta can move and change as the stock goes further in the money or out of the money, but at least it's a good starting point where you're buying options in the money. You're trying to replicate as much as possible a synthetic stock position without, again, all the underlying costs that's associated with it. So as far as LEAP option contracts go, it's actually pretty interesting if you look at some ticker symbols, index funds, ETFs, also underlying regular securities like a Microsoft or Apple or Adobe, any of these things. Most of the big products have LEAP options that just go out further in time. Now, they're not actually designated on many broker platforms forms as leaps. They just are leaps by the sheer fact that they go out more than traditionally about a year in time. So you won't see on your broker platform, these are leap options. The expiration date will just be out in the future, a year or 2 years out. When I look at the S&P right now, the leap options actually go all the way out to December 2020. So almost 1,000 days out from where we are right now, which is actually kind of crazy. So if you want basically 1,000 days of exposure to the S&P 500, there is a market for that. There are contracts that go out that far. Now, as we go out further in time, and as you trade less liquid products, then the liquidity of these contracts becomes obviously questionable. So in the S&P 500, the liquidity is pretty good on leap options that are, 2 and even 3 years out in some cases, because there's a big market for hedging. There's a big institutional market for trading the S&P 500. If you look at, for example, like Microsoft, I'm just like typing this and looking at it in the background as well. You can go all the way out to January of 2020, so 650 days out in Microsoft, but the liquidity is less than the liquidity in the S&P. Now, it's not in totally, there's not no liquidity in Microsoft. There's definitely liquidity and you can trade it, but the bid-ask spreads are pretty wide. So the further you go out and the more people don't want to trade that far out or make bets that far out, you're going to effectively pay in having much wider spreads and a little bit less liquidity. But again, it's all relative to, kind of your goals and your underlying assumptions about where things are going. And I think there's a need for it in the market. I think they serve a good purpose and they're definitely something that I don't see changing. In fact, I think they're going to continue to get longer and longer durations. I foresee eventually that people are going to start trading 5 and 10-year leap options in some cases in the future. So once that happens, we'll see how the volatility plays out on those. And maybe there'll be a point at which we start selling leaps as underlyings and start taking in some implied volatility edge on those. I'm not sure what the research would suggest at that point, but it would probably require a longer time period for us to be able to analyze those than we have available right now. So in either case, hopefully this helped out. If you guys have any questions on leaps or any questions you'd like to hear on the podcast, as always, let us know. Shoot us an email, send us a tweet, post on Facebook, or head on over to optionalpha.com/ask and leave me a private voicemail there. Again, until next time, happy trading. Thanks for joining us on the Daily Call. Be sure to subscribe right now for more daily options trading ideas, strategies, and tactics to help you learn how to place smarter, more profitable trades. And if you like what we're doing, don't forget to give us a rating and a review so we can continue to bring you the best daily content possible. We'll see you again tomorrow, right here on the Daily Call from optionalpha.com.